Yeah. Okay, so this is day 3 coming off of Suboxone cold turkey. Like my eyes are watering. So this is my story. So I was going to the clinic, whatever, and I've been going there for about 3-4 years now. I've been at the highest dose for 3 of those years, which is 24 milligrams. I just recently made them drop me down to 18, and then I said, look, I want to start tapering, And I just kind of felt like they wanted to keep me on and taper me and like prolong it as slow as they could, if that makes sense. So, excuse me. So, basically, I just got fed up, and I woke up one day and said, I'm not doing this anymore. I didn't take my Suboxone. So yeah, this is day 3. I'm starting to feel the effects for sure. Sweaty, aches, watery eyes, and I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but sneezing. And I was thinking about it the other day. Well, not the other day, yesterday. I said, wow, I don't know when the last time is that I've sneezed. And I was doing some research, and it's crazy. It suppresses your sneezes. So I've been sneezing like it's spring outside. But this is going to be a very long mental trip. I already know that. And it sucks. Withdrawing sucks in general. I've noticed I'm starting to go in that fog tonight. So if you know what you're preparing for, you can do it. You can do it even if you don't know what you're preparing for, but I will say that withdrawals are not fun, and I don't wish it upon my worst enemy. And I can honestly say that this is different. This is very different than fentanyl, heroin, oxys, everything else I've been through that I've withdrawn off of. Excuse me. So, the only down part about Suboxone is it has a longer half-life. So basically, it stays, so you're going to withdraw for longer, but don't let that scare you. So, I can honestly say, in my opinion, but everybody's different, so don't just take my word and be like, that's how it's going to be. Everybody's different. But in my opinion, from what I'm experiencing right now, I'm going to do everyday updates. I should have started on day 1, but I work a lot. I will say that these are the most weirdest withdrawals I've ever been through, time-wise. So the way they hit, the way they come in waves, etc. And I think the biggest challenge for me is the anxiety and the high heart rate. That's never easy for me. And the sleepless nights. The yawning, the eyes, the diarrhea, stuff like that. The sniffles, I can deal with. But it's possible, and you have to want it. And I'm going to be making a video for the next 60 days, hopefully, to give everybody progress. One thing I will say is stay hydrated. Take a lot of vitamins. It's not going to be easy. But it is doable. but these are very different. And I know that my peak, I don't know, everybody's peak's different. And like I said, Suboxone has a longer half-life. So, and I truly don't think I'm at my peak. But you guys will know when I get there, because I'll be making a video about it. But I'm in high hopes. I'm staying positive. Again, the restlessness is very hard. That's one thing I've noticed with withdrawals that really affects a lot of people trying to get clean, is the sleepless nights, because you're just completely fatigued and exhausted, irritable. Excuse me. I'm starting to get the cold flashes, the hot flashes, not just the shivers, you know, think about them. But it's doable, especially through God's help and praying and staying focused. It's doable. The one thing I try to tell people, because I do it and it helps me, but everybody's different, is stay busy. Stay busy. There's going to be days where you feel like you cannot get out of bed, but just get out of bed. Because if you don't, you're just going to be laying there thinking. And then while you're withdrawing, just don't expect other people that's never been in that situation to understand, you know? You're going to be very irritable. So just try to stick to yourself. Thank God for me, you know, I don't really work with people. I deliver parts and I work on people's cars. So I don't really have to deal with people. But if you do, just push through it. It's doable. You know, if you have a cool boss, try to talk to them and, you know, try to tell them not a lot. If they're not cool, just don't go too much into it, because, you know how some people can be judgmental, think, you know, you're a full-blown drug addict. But it's possible and it's doable. One thing I've noticed that's different about these withdrawals is the sensitivity to light. I've never had that symptom, so I've never been so happy to put my sunglasses on in the morning. Usually I keep them on my hat until around 4. But it's doable. There's going to be a lot of upset nights. But you got it. You just have to want it. You have to want it. And I will update every day to tell you guys how I'm feeling, etc. If anybody needs to talk, just, you know, I'll reach out, you know, try to read as many as I can and, you know, reply to them. I'm kind of new to this video stuff, but I don't see, like, a lot of people going into depth or etc. There's one guy I really look up to. He, what's his name? What's his, like, the guy or something? He's a cool dude. He motivated me. When I'm feeling down, he motivates me, so I'm hoping that I can motivate somebody else. I promise I'm not crying. It's just water, guys. But I'll remember his YouTube name and bring it up tomorrow. But it's possible. Another thing I'm gonna forewarn is the restless legs. That's been very hard. That's one of the worst. I hate it. But I think the worst for me is the anxiety, the high heart rate. You can feel it thudding in your chest, and like a cold air running through. That's probably the hardest thing for me to deal with. But just pray or think of something, go on a walk, take a bath. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And I feel like nights are going to be the hardest. But yeah, I'm feeling I'm feeling the withdrawals today, but I'm in high hopes. And I'm just looking at the prize. And I do recommend And this is just my opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Some people say it saved them. Some people say it didn't. I can honestly say I would have rather have withdrawed off of what I was on, which I was doing a lot of fentanyl, heroin, etc., than withdrawing off of Suboxone. The reason being is because it has a longer half-life. So the withdrawals will last longer. But for the people out there saying, oh, they last a month, etc., I don't really believe that. I believe there's an acute stage. But I guess I'll have to update you guys on that. Either way, I'm getting through this. But yeah, so for all my people out there going through this, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. And for all you know, there could be someone out there going through the same thing you are right now. And I just want to let those people know that you're not alone, and we do recover, we do. But, what I was saying is, if I could go back and withdraw off of what I was on and not get on Suboxone, I would have. But we all live and we learn. And I don't do good with tapering, and I've learned that really quickly, and I feel like tapering, all it does is drags out the process of having to withdraw. That's my opinion. A lot of people would agree with me. There's some that wouldn't agree with me. But logically, in my head, you're going to have to go through withdrawals regardless, even if they're acute. No, and it does, you're not going to realize how much, I noticed even in the 3 days of me being off of it, how much it fogs your brain and just your empathy, and you're going to be irritated going through the withdrawals, but you're also going to be irritated on the Suboxone. I noticed I was very irritable. I don't know if I can post, but my sex drive was very low. Things like that. Everything's coming back mentally, but I am very down, and I have a lot of guilt, if that makes sense. Like, there's just certain things I would do or say on Suboxone that I just wouldn't do off of it, if that makes sense. I don't know if anybody can relate on that. But that's just my experience. But I will update you guys tomorrow with another video and fill you guys in. But anyway, I'll definitely end this video here and update you guys tomorrow. Bye.